Hello, hello everyone. How are we all doing today? I know I did this with absolute no warning whatsoever, but hey, here I am. Um, Getting ready for Darth Keta takes a lot of time, as you can imagine, and it's boring when it's just me. So I decided that I'm going to get ready as Darth Keta with you guys. That's right. So I already have my contacts in, as you can see, because it takes me like a half hour to put those bloody things in, as it is. So we're going to do the whole face paint thing together. If you guys want to ask me any questions while I'm doing this, I'd be happy to answer them. If you want to get to know Darth Keta a little better, this is your time. I need my face paint that I'm currently in, so I'll be back. Okay, so if anyone is wondering, I do get my face paint from Wish, out of all things. It's cheap, easy to get to, and yeah, that was the right one. My, going crazy. Come and join me. So until people start coming on here, I'm just going to speak a little bit more about Darth Keta and basically why I came up with it. So I'm going to try a sponge. I haven't sponged this out before, so let's see if it is going to work better or worse than the I might actually have to get this wet. I'm going to try that. Give me a second. I'll be right back. You might see my puppy walking around. That's what he does best. All right, so I wet this down. Let's see if it does anything. It's a smoother glide, that's for sure. Helps cover more, but it's not very... And I just have to go back to my... Whoa! To my... To my... Oh, hi, Jason. Yeah, I'm getting ready here for Darth Keta, but I don't think the sponge is working in my favor so much. So I might have to get my brush back out and do it the right way. So if you have any questions as to how I came up, there we go, how I came up with Darth Keta, feel free just to comment it down below. I'll be happy to answer any questions regarding Darth Keta, as long as they're in moderation, of course. So I'm going to do the ear because the ear might be showing. I tell you, that's the hardest thing to get out. But yeah, I wanted to try the sponge there because I thought it would take up less time, but it wasn't coming out the way I wanted it to. But yes, as I was saying, I don't know how the gurus do this, like doing their makeup and chit-chatting. Yeah, not as easy as it looks. But I will get used to it if this is easier to do. I mean, having the motivation to do this makeup on my own was lacking, and therefore that's why we were missing Darth Keta a lot more than just the what ifs videos. But yeah. What inspired me? There's a question. Well, for those of you that don't know, I have always been a big Star Wars geek, like since childhood. I want to say I seen my first A New Hope, which was the first movie back in the day. I don't even think I hit grade 1 yet. My dad had it on TV, and I fell in love with it ever since. So, yeah, I was watching Star Wars. Man, this is hard to talk and do. Anyways, I digress. So I was on a Star Wars marathon just before I started this. And I needed something to do. Like, for those of you that don't know that are watching, whoa. Whew. Anyway, I have a heart condition where I can't really do that much. So I was just kind of sitting at home feeling sorry for myself, if you will. And it dawned on me that I watch a lot of Star Wars fan fiction at home, but I've never seen somebody, actually make up a character and go from there. So I am scared this is going to be far too dark for that side of my nose. So I decided that if I can't be on a movie, may as well do the next best thing and make up my own character, make up her own story, speaking of, just make everything up as I go. Like, I've watched enough. I have a decent idea as to where I could place her, how her character would be, stuff like that. So one day I just said, screw it, and went at her. And that's kind of what brought her on. I made her a Sith strictly because I am in acting school too, for those of you that don't know. And I normally play the good girl because apparently that's what people think I am good at doing. So I decided to make her a Sith so that I could work on some of my acting. So I can work on some of my acting and get better at being something other than the good girl. So I decided that this whole character was my option to do so and kind of work on my skills while I'm at it, because she's a badass. She's not Vader badass, but she's a badass. But yeah, I'm going to make her own like timeline within the movies. I'm getting really, get up in there. I'm going to, green hands. Woo. I'm going to basically make up her own movie in the end of it, is what I'm hoping. That's not always what you hope, doesn't always come to fruition, but we shall see. But yeah. Yeah, it's the makeup process that takes forever because you want it to be like, you want people to know, no matter what lighting, that you're green. Not brown, not a funky shade of yellow, green. But yeah, so that's kind of how I came up with her. My hope for this channel. Okay, guys, I gotta stop talking here for a second because I am going to poke myself in the eye for sure. Yeah. So, oh dear Lord. Yeah, that was in the eyeball. Anyway, so my want with my acting career is to be in a Star Wars movie. That's like my number one thing that I want to accomplish with my acting. Now, if I can do that through this channel, that would be bloody well amazing. So, I'm going to work hard at this channel and see where it takes me. And that is my mouth. Ugh. And it does not taste good. But yeah, so Star Wars inspired me. Acting got me going. And just wanting to try something new that was out of my wheelhouse, basically. If you want to sum it all up, that's basically what it comes down to. Any other questions? Poor eyeball poking at them for like a half hour to get these bloody contacts in. And now I'm getting paint in them. What you do is what you do. What you gotta do. Now you gotta blend everything. I am having a lot of fun with it, but the only thing that's really taxing on me is the whole makeup thing. And that's because, as you can see, it takes forever. It costs money, and now I got paint in my ear. Anyway, it's just a lot of work is what it is. And it's a little bit intimidating as well. But once you get past the makeup stage, it's fun as hell. I enjoy every little bit and piece of it, to be completely honest. I love making up the stories. I have a binder here just full of ideas that I want to work with. Yeah, it's like making up her story too, which is really cool with all like the shit I have written down. Oh, I don't know if I can do that with YouTube here. Sorry, I swore. Anyway, Um, where was I? Oh, I have a book full of stuff that I have written down for her storyline and whatnot. And like the amount of stuff that I have written down for her, I could literally write a novel. Literally. And like once I have like a good notebook full of stuff for this, I can literally go back through and really write a novel if I wanted to. Because it's possible with the amount of stuff I have. But yeah, I have like scenarios for 10,000 different things, how things can go and how things should or shouldn't, or this just doesn't make sense. Let's scrap that. Yeah, I basically made my own movie. But yeah, dear Lord, is this done yet? It's not even done yet. I still have to put like the concealer part of it on. I put bits of yellow in here just to give it some more definition. And then, yeah. I wish I could do that. I'm allergic to spray paint, the fumes. So I'm kind of stuck. But that's okay. I just have to tell myself to stop pouting and get over it and just do it. But yeah, it's the closer to the eyeball stuff. And that's kind of worrisome. I don't like things in my eyes. Funny to say, hey, when I got clearly contacts in. I have a very strong phobia to things in my eyeballs. So, yeah, everybody watching Miss Keta here, be grateful. Because this is not easy on me, nor my skin. I've thought about it, but you don't really see much of this on YouTube, to be honest. I gotta dig down my neck yet. So to find somebody that's actually really, really committed into doing it is hard to find. And I mean really committed, because if I'm gonna have another character come on here, it's probably going to be more than once. So I would need a pretty big commitment on that one. And there goes my dog. It's okay, nobody there. But yeah. So I've definitely thought about it, to answer your main question there. It's been a thought in my mind, but I would need somebody fairly talented, willing to take their time on their makeup, and committed to coming back more than once. So if you're watching this and that sounds like you, there's a plan. Or you yourself, Jason. But you got to be good at it. You got to be able to perfect it, because my character is copyrighted. So it's got to be something that you're willing to do over and over and over again. That's why my hair is a mess right now, because it's fine. Can be a mess. I don't care, because I'm getting ready. When I'm done, then I will worry about that. But this takes up a lot of time. This takes up my direct sales business's time. So doing it all for you guys. And I'm finishing off my green makeup here, and then I'm going to start my new one, because it is almost done. I have a whole new one here too, though, so I'm not worried. I even have finishing powder. Yeah. So it will be less glossy looking when I'm done with it. But this is because I wear that jacket, and that jacket is somewhat open, so I have to have the green kind of coming down. I want to find actual theater paint for this stuff, because then it would be just so much easier to put on. It wouldn't look like, face paint. But right now, I haven't had the luck. Ooh, favorite Star Wars character. That's a tough one. I do like Anakin, Darth Vader, but that seems to be like an every person answer. Not that there's an issue with that. There's not. If you like Anakin, Darth Vader, that's totally cool. But for me, and everybody's going to laugh at me, and there's probably going to be some people that will make fun of this, because a lot of people hate this dude, and I don't see why. But Jar Jar Binks and Chewie. I like Chewie too. But if you're looking for like an actual human-ish character, and not leaning towards main characters, who do I like? I kind of like Ventress. She's kind of got an edge. She's a Sith as well. She was trained by Count Dooku, and he tried to kill her off, and then she tried to kill him off. So, and we all know that Anakin actually did the deed on that one. And not as Darth Vader either, as he was turning to the dark side. All right, now that my skin is... Rex, it's okay, bud. Now that my skin is absolutely hating me. It's okay, Ritz. Yeah. Trying to wait for this to dry at least a little bit. Blend her in. Blend. Who's your favorite character, Jason? There's a question. Oh, that hairline. It's going to be the death of me. Come on, Jason. Other than Darth Keta. Who is the character that wins for Jason? Ooh, blurry vision. That's always fun. Ooh, good choice. Have you seen the Han Solo movie? Oh, yes, okay. Oh, that's my eyeball. I think that was more of a critic thing than anything. I liked it too, to be 100% honest. I like the fact that we got to find out Chewie's age. That was pretty sweet. Did not realize he was 100 plus years. But then again, you also look at Yoda, and yeah, Yoda is his own thing there. All right, let's get some yellow up in here. Define it a little bit. I am all out of green now. She's done. That's okay. This is the makeup I've been using since day one when Darth Keta came out. So these little blocks have actually lasted me quite a long while, which is impressive. At least 3 settings of like all of this. You know, I never really thought. How old is Darth Keta? Oh, contacts aren't liking me. Well, she's gonna be around the time that Anakin came out. All right, yeah, no, you gotta blend, baby. Come on now, blend, peas. Yeah, so she'll be around the time that Anakin wasn't Darth Vader yet. Like he was learning in the Jedi Temple. And she wouldn't have been learning with him. That's around the timeline. No, that's not right, because I made a video of her escaping. So she wouldn't have been a child when Anakin was in the Clone Wars. So she is significantly younger than Anakin. Why aren't you blending? Blend. But yeah. Maybe I can use this now. That would be cool. Maybe. Anyway, so the way I had it was so that she, I need some green up in here. I just messed that up. It's okay. Little green never hurt. That's the fun about makeup. You can always cover shit up if you need be. And it still comes through a little bit. Still a little bit lighter. Good. So she was around when Anakin was turning to the dark side. And she started having these visions like Anakin did of shit going downhill, basically. And she started freaking out. So she decided that she was just going to pack up and leave. So she escapes the Jedi Temple just as Anakin was going in to kill the younglings. So that's that. So she would be significantly younger than Anakin, but not. There's a question, you know, some things I haven't even thought of. We'll say, as of me doing makeup right now, she would be, we'll say about 40 years old. Looking good because Sith time runs significantly faster than the Jedi time. Didn't know if you knew that or not, but 'tis true. So yes, she would be about 40. That was a lot of words to just say 40. Oh well. Oh well, what can you do? Well, yeah, Padme. Well, no, Padme was significantly older than him. It would just be the opposite. People can swing both, right? Why not? So I'm just putting the yellow in places I would put my concealer, just to give the face a little bit more dimension. If I was smart, I would put some blush in there too, but I don't trust myself with that just yet. Now you know why it takes me like an hour to take this shit off at the end of the day. See, this is blending a heck of a lot better than under the eye did. Oh well. All right, so there's 2 people watching here. Who's the other person? Just put a hey or something underneath. Any other questions? Because I didn't want it to be the way that everyone knows me as. That's not scary to me. That's not evil. That's just another version of me. I wanted it to be a little bit different. Put some meaning behind it. I'm not that evil in real life. But when I'm acting, you gotta portray that you're a confident, evil little thing that only cares for herself, right? That's the thing about movies. When you're acting the bad guy, you don't think you're the bad guy. You think you're doing everything for reasonable reasons. My dog is snoring. It must be boring. Oopsies. Blend. Blend. You must blend right there. Oh, contacts are moving around. There, just to lighten things up a little bit. Okay. Now, try not to make a mess on my table here, because that could be really bad. Now we are going to add on the finishing powder. And it's just Wet n Wild. It was like $5 at Walmart. So finishing powder, what it is you put it on after your makeup just to set it. Takes the shine away. And it makes sure that it lasts for longer. I had to buy my own finishing powder and I own separate brush for it because it turns green. So I didn't want to get it mixed up with my actual makeup. Like the whole thing is green. Oops. And when I'm done with this, then I can put our tattooing on. It would look a lot better if it was actual stage makeup. I do with what I can afford. All right. And then what comes next? Good question. Good question. Good question. Well, I already told a little bit about her backstory. So she was born a Jedi. She was born with Jedi traits. This is so much harder than just looking in a mirror. She was born with Jedi traits. So she could see in the Force, she could have dreams that would come true. Pretty much all of that. Okay, so for those of you that don't know the lore of Star Wars, if you are known to have Jedi traits as a child, you are taken away from your family as an infant. It can go as young as 6 years old, I think it is. They will take you away from your family and train you as a Jedi at that age. So a lot of people don't even remember their actual folks. So that is a real thing. So she had Jedi traits, but her parents tried to hide it. And as she was getting older, she would like get mad at a friend or something and just lash out with like force punches where she like pushes people into walls and shit and just go nuts. And eventually, sorry, I need to concentrate. Eventually, let's not mess this up. Eventually, it becomes too much, and our parents are scared that somebody is gonna find out. So they essentially lock her up in her room with like bars on her windows, the whole 9 yards. So she's feeling trapped, and that's not necessarily a good thing. So she finds a way to break down her restraints. And this is so much harder. And she escapes. But then she bumps into some bad people that try to mug her. And not a good time to have an itch. And she gets away with using the Force because her parents find out that she ran away and went out looking for her. And when the people that were there to take her away showed up at the scene, her parents were like, no, we'll lock her away again. This will never happen again. And she got a little bit of a break and she got to go home. But then she got into a fight with one of her friends. And literally the next day, there was a bang on the door. And they came and took her and went to go train her as a Jedi. So she was trained as a Jedi, but she wasn't enjoying it. Her, like Anakin, she was learning faster than everyone else. Faster and quicker. And everyone was making fun of her because she was like the teacher's pet and how do you know this and we don't, and blah 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 blah. So she got sick and tired of being bullied and decided it was time for her to leave. She couldn't handle it anymore. She was done. Like literally from day one in life, people were trying to hide this gift, and she's now realizing how much of a gift it is. So she decided to leave the drama. It wasn't worth it anymore. So she leaves literally like a couple hours before Anakin comes in to kill all of the younglings. But here's the big kicker. Later down the line, she bumps into Anakin somewhere. Like before he fully turns into Vader, but right at the cusp of it. And at this point, I'm already full Sith. I'm like, oh, fuck it, whatever. This is my life. I'm living it my way. And she's a different kind of Sith. She wreaks havoc just like any other Sith. But she cares a wee bit more. Gotta make things interesting. And, hair, I tell you. And well, no, I'm missing a whole point in between. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, she actually befriends. Oh, what the heck is going on here? I can't even see. Ugh. She ends up befriending Anakin. And when he goes to the dark side, they have a moment. Not anything sexual, but she tries to take him onto her side of the dark side because she knows he's going somewhere he can't come back from. And she knows Anakin. He helped train her for a little bit, and she knows he's a good guy and going down a wrong path, and she's attempting to kind of bring him back in a way. Like, she's like, I'm not asking you to not be a Sith. I'm a Sith. But there's a way to go about doing it. Kind of deal. And he'll completely turn her down. And I haven't decided yet if he's going to kill her attempt to kill her or just walk off. This is before he goes into the fight with Obi-Wan. So yeah, like I said, I've made plenty of stories, and I even have like a little alibi. Oh my god, this is so much harder. Anyways, I even have like what I'll be talking about after I'm done my makeup here. I'll be talking about how her and Anakin actually have a little thing. Yeah. So you never know what I'm gonna come up with. You just know that whatever I come up with, it's gonna be pretty darn cool. Yeah. Hopefully. If it comes off the way I want it to, should be good, but this is me, so. But yeah, all I need now is the lipstick and my jacket, and we're off. Any last minute words before I film my little snippet? Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna go put on the lipstick. I'm gonna go put down my hair, put on the jacket, and off we go. All right. Thank you for sitting here and chatting with me. Makes life a little bit easier, that's for sure, when it comes to doing this forever tasking long adventure of doing makeup. But yes, the show must begin. So, well, I'm going to film it right away because clearly I did all this up. But when it goes up, it'll either be later tonight or on Saturday. Saturday used to be my day, but I've also put things out on a Wednesday. So just telling you that I'm filming it in like 5 minutes. So it will be going up. And it's been 53 minutes. Holy mackerel. Literally an hour to put this on. Jeez. All right. Thank you, everyone. It shows 3 people are watching now. Thank you, everyone, for participating in this little questionnaire. I will try to let you guys know when I'm going to do the next because I've rather enjoyed this. Makes it feel like less of a chore. And yeah. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.